अभी हम पार्टी बोल सकते हैं, आध्यात्मिक पार्टी में जाते हैं। हम लोगों ने और भी लोगों को बुलाया था, बहुत सारे बोलते हैं कि नहीं, वी आर बिजी इन सम अदर प्लेस, वी आर गोइंग टू मूंच एंड people are going to different places to celebrate New Year. So, but you are the lucky ones, I will say, because here also a lot of fun is there. You have music, you have a good katha today, you will have, and yeah, you will have aarti and prasadam, of course. I don't know it will be good or not, you have to decide and you have to or Krishna has to make it good. So अभी हमारे बीच में हिज ग्रेस सुदामा प्रभु जी हैं, अभी वो आएंगे तो मैं कृष्णा चला ये जस्ट गॉन आउट फॉर सम टाइम हैंड वॉश। एक्चुअली मैं थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड पहले से क्लियर कर देता हूँ कि हमारे यहाँ पे जो नए मेंबर्स हैं, एक्चुअली देयर आर सम मेंबर्स व्हिच आर पार्ट ऑफ ए ग्रुप. Here the group name is called the Pure Blissful Times, and you know we are already in the Pure Blissful Times. You can already feel that blissful times. So the group name justified, and actually we are doing a Bhagavat Katha. So Prabhuji is actually conducting a Bhagavat Katha for all of us since last 5 days. So 5 sessions have already passed, and today is the 6th session. So you know the Bhagavat Katha Saptah is 7 days normally. It's a very standard and very effective way of conveying the Vedic wisdom. So first of all, I will like to introduce Prabhuji. Please. Okay. Yes.
Did you figure out or? Yeah, I can say.
Actually, regarding the Srimad Bhagavatam Saptah, because some members are completely new here. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the 18 Puranas which Vyasadeva has written. So Vyasadeva has actually written. Maybe can I also speak in Hindi? Who don't understand English or Hindi? Or who don't understand Hindi? We will proceed. Yeah, you can proceed. So I will speak shortly in Hindi, background of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Prabhuji will give the background of the Katha, then later on when we start the Katha. So Srimad Bhagavatam is actually ये 18 पुराण जो व्यासदेव जी ने लिखे थे, तो उसमें से सबसे लास्ट में व्यासदेव ने ये लिखा था, 4 वेदों का रचना किया था और 18 पुराण और 108 उपनिषद. So जो 18 पुराण में 17 पुराण जब उन्होंने लिख दिए थे, तो 17 पुराण के अंदर बहुत सारा ज्ञान था, वैराग्य, नॉलेज, विजडम, बहुत कुछ था. तो कहीं ना कहीं व्यासदेव जी को, मैंने जो कथा में सुनाया वो सुना था, व्यासदेव जी को कहीं ना कहीं सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं था कि इतना सारा ज्ञान देने के बाद, इतना विजडम देने के बाद, इतना वैराग्य की बात करने के बाद, बहुत सारी कर्मकांड का भी नॉलेज दिया है उन्होंने, बहुत सारा हमें अच्छा जीवन कैसे जीना चाहिए, उसके बाद भी सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं था, कुछ कमी महसूस हो रही थी कि समथिंग इज मिसिंग एक्चुअली. क्योंकि हम लोग सारे रिचुअल्स को फॉलो कर सकते हैं, तपस्या कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारी बुक्स पढ़ सकते हैं, स्क्रिप्चर्स पढ़ सकते हैं, बट कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि उससे हमें सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं मिलता है. और कलयुग में तो खासकर, क्योंकि श्रीला व्यासदेव ने कलयुग के लिए मेनली फोकस किया था. तो कलयुग में हम लोगों की जो मेमोरी है बहुत शॉर्ट है और बहुत सारी हमारे अंदर कमियां हैं. एज ए ह्यूमन वी आर नॉट लाइक पांडवास एंड श्री रामचंद्र और अदर युगास ऑफ पीपल हैव मोर पावर. तो हम लोगों के लिए कुछ ऐसा सॉल्यूशन हो जो हमें भगवान की प्राप्ति हो, तो प्रेम भक्ति देने के लिए. क्योंकि अगर हम लोग बहुत ज्ञान लेते रहेंगे और तपस्या से करेंगे तो हम लोग फॉलो नहीं कर पाएंगे, भगवान की भक्ति नहीं कर पाएंगे. पर अगर हम प्रेम से भगवान को सेवा करें, अगर हम भगवान के पास टाइम्स, भगवान की जो लीलाएं हैं, भगवान के गुण हैं, भगवान का धाम के बारे में, वृंदावन, मथुरा, बरसाना, नंदगाम, द्वारका, we have a guest from Dwarka also here today, and then we have, for example, Jagannath Puri Dham, and very many dhams are there. तो अगर ये भगवान के धाम, गुण, रूप और भगवान के जो बचपन की लीलाएं थी, उनके बारे में अगर हम स्मरण करते हैं, उनके बारे में हम बात करते हैं, तो हमें भक्ति आती है, भगवान से प्रेम उत्पन्न होता है. और बिना भगवत गीता में भगवान ने बार रिपीट किया है डिफरेंट चैप्टर्स में, 9 चैप्टर, 10 चैप्टर, 12 चैप्टर. तो भगवान बोलते हैं कि भक्ति से ही आप मुझे पा सकते हो, ज्ञान से और वैराग्य से, तपस्या से आप मुझे नहीं पा सकते. तो इसी चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए व्यासदेव जी ने हमारे लिए ये श्रीमद् भागवतम की रचना की थी. ये 18वां पुराण था. तो इसीलिए उस पुराण में बहुत सारे चैप्टर्स हैं, 18 स्कंद हैं, कांटो जिसे बोलते हैं, कांटो, 18 कांटो, और 334 समथिंग चैप्टर्स हैं. तो प्रभु जी ने जो अभी हमारे लिए भगवत कथा करेंगे, जो ऑलरेडी 5 डे कर चुके हैं, आज 6th डे है. तो 6 में भगवान प्रभु जी ने जो हमारे लिए चूज किया है, क्योंकि चूज नहीं वो ऑटोमेटिक, क्योंकि हम लोग एक ग्रुप है हमारा, उस जैसे मैंने बताया था प्योर बुद्धिस्ट टाइम्स, तो हम ऑलरेडी प्रभु जी ने भगवत गीता लीड करते हैं उस ग्रुप के अंदर। तो उसमें जो सीक्वेंस में ये चैप्टर नंबर 4 हमारा, तो कांटो नंबर 4 एक्चुअली। तो कांटो 4 में अभी हम लोग जो कथा कर रहे हैं वो बहुत ही, मेरा तो फेवरेट कथा है वो एक्चुअली यक्ष का हवन। यक्ष एक्चुअली जो हमारा ब्रह्मा जी का जो एक दिन होता है, पूरा एक दिन, उसमें 14 मनु आते हैं, उसको एक एक मनवांतर बोलते हैं, 14 मनवांतर। तो पहला मनु था, उसका नाम था स्वयंभू मनु। तो स्वयंभू मनु में 3 बेटियां थी, एक थी देवहूति, एक थी अकुति, एक थी प्रचुति। तो उनका जो लास्ट की जो बेटी थी प्रचुति, उनके 16 बेटियां थी जो कि यक्ष से शादी हुई थी। तो यक्ष जो थे प्रजापति यक्ष, वो प्रजापतियों के राजा थे। प्रभु जी उसके बारे में भी डिटेल में बताने वाले हैं। तो यक्ष ब्रह्मा जी के पुत्र थे और वो प्रजापतियों के राजा थे। तो उनकी जो बेटी थी वो उनकी शादी एक्चुअली स्वयंभू मनु की जो बेटी थी उसकी शादी फिर प्रजापति यक्ष से हुई, और उनकी जो बेटी थी जो बहुत रिनर्ड है, सती देवी, और उनके बारे में ये कथा है यक्ष का हवन। प्रभु जी उसके बारे में प्रकाश डालेंगे बहुत डिटेल में, बहुत अच्छे से कथा चल रही है। प्रभु जी आपको बैकग्राउंड भी बताएंगे कि लास्ट 5 डेज में हमने क्या क्या किया उस कथा के अंदर। तो अभी मैं प्रभु जी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, प्रभु जी प्लीज कम, यू वांट टू। तो प्रभु जी के बारे में एक्चुअली प्रभु जी का जो परिचय है वो बहुत ही डिटेल्ड है, बहुत ही मतलब मैं प्रभु जी के परिचय इतना कम समय में नहीं दे सकता, टाइम बहुत कम है हमारे पास। बट मैं चाहूंगा कि कुछ मेन सम थिंग्स आई कैन टेल अबाउट प्रभु जी। आई कैन नॉट इंट्रोड्यूस अबाउट हिम बिकॉज उसने प्रभु जी ने बहुत काम किया है अपने लाइफ में कृष्णा भक्ति को फैलाने के लिए। एंड मैं कुछ चीजें, और ताकि मैं मिस्टेक ना करूं, क्योंकि कुछ फिगर्स इन्वॉल्व है कि कुछ ईयर्स किस ईयर से किस ईयर, तो मैं चाहता हूं कि मैं डायरेक्टली आपको पढ़ के सुना देता हूं। सो आज के हमारे जो वक्ता हैं वो हैं श्रीमान सुदामा प्रभु जी। सुदामा प्रभु जी अभी लुइसबर्ग में रहते हैं, जर्मनी में, और वो कृष्णा भावना भक्ति का बहुत ही एक्टिवली प्रचार कर रहे हैं। प्रभु जी ने बहुत सारी क्लासेस लेते हैं, श्रीमद् भागवत की क्लास लेते हैं, भगवत गीता की क्लास लेते हैं, प्रभु जी रामायण की क्लास लेते हैं। तो बहुत समय से हम लोगों ने, प्रभु जी एक्चुअली 15 ईयर से क्लास कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं। एंड प्रभु जी ने एक्चुअली इस्कॉन 2003 में ज्वाइन किया था, और अभी आप देख रहे हो कि ये कोइंसिडेंस नहीं है, इट्स प्लान्ड बाय कृष्णा दैट in the 20th year of his joining ISKCON, it's already starting 2023, and Prabhuji joined in 2003. So within 20 years, Prabhuji has achieved so many heights in his spiritual life. और आज अभी 20वां साल जब प्रभु जी का शुरू हो रहा है भक्ति के अंदर, कृष्णा कॉन्शियस के अंदर, तो हम ये भगवत सप्ताह प्रभु जी के श्रीमुख से सुन रहे हैं। एंड प्रभु जी ने 2008 में जर्मनी आए थे। तो एक्चुअली मैं जस्ट कोरिलेट कर रहा था कि मैं और मेरा परिवार भी 2008 में ही जर्मनी आया था। उस टाइम हम प्रभु जी को नहीं जानते थे। तो जैसे हम लीलाओं में बताते हैं ना कि जैसे भगवान जब आते हैं तो वो अपने अनुचरों को साथ लेके आते हैं, पार्षदों को साथ लेके आते हैं, और बड़े बड़े ऋषि मुनि आते हैं जो भगवत ज्ञान का प्रचार करते हैं, तो वो अपने साथ और भी ऋषि मुनि और भी आते हैं, उनके एसोसिएट्स, उनके स्टूडेंट्स साथ में आते हैं, तो वो ज्ञान का हेल्प करते हैं प्रचार करने में। तो मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि प्रभु जी 2008 में जर्मनी आए, तो शायद उनकी वजह से मैं जर्मनी आया हूँ, ताकि हम लोग उनका अनुचर बन सके, उनको फॉलो कर सकें, और जो प्रभु जी इतना अच्छा ज्ञान जो दे रहे हैं भागवतम का, भगवान का जो ज्ञान दे रहे हैं प्योर भक्ति के लिए, जो इतना एफर्ट कर रहे हैं, हम लोग उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकें। अभी तक कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं किया है, पर फ्यूचर में शायद कुछ कर पाए समझ के। तो प्रभु जी ने बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को, गृहस्थ फैमिलीज को इस ज्ञान से बेनिफिट कराया है। एंड प्रभु जी इज वेरी हम्बल सर्वेंट ऑफ हिज गुरुदेव श्री श्री कदम्बा कन्नन स्वामी महाराज। महाराज के बारे में तो कुछ कह नहीं सकते हैं। कदम्बा कन्नन स्वामी महाराज के बारे में जो भी जानते हैं, मैं पूरी गारंटी लेता हूँ कि पूरा दे आर ऑलरेडी वेरी वेरी रोमांचित हो गए होंगे वो लोग काफी, कि महाराज का नाम सुन के, महाराज के कीर्तन, महाराज की कथाएं, महाराज की भक्ति, इट्स वेरी ऑन द एब्सोल्यूट प्लेटफॉर्म। एंड मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि अभी प्रभु जी जो भगवत सप्ताह कर रहे हैं वो इट्स ए टाइमलेस विजडम। एंड वो हम लोग बहुत लकी हैं एक्चुअली, हमें भगवत गीता और श्रीमद् भगवत कथा सुनने का ये मौका जो प्राप्त हुआ है। तो प्लीज मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, बहुत ध्यान से कथा को सुनिए, क्योंकि ऐसा कहा जाता है, कुछ कथाएं हैं, खैर अभी नहीं बात कर सकते, बाद में हम बात करेंगे उन कथाओं के बारे में। कथाओं से हमें पता चलता है कि अगर हमें भगवान के दर्शन करने हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारे भक्तों के मन में ये रहता है कि अरे हमें भगवान के दर्शन नहीं होते हैं, हम भगवान को कैसे देखें, हम कैसे देखें, तो हमारे पास वो आंखें नहीं है, हमें अर्जुन के जैसे दिव्य आंखें नहीं पड़ेगी भगवान को देखने के लिए। पर भगवान ने हमें एक प्रोसेस दिया है, हमारे गुरुदेव ने, हमारे सीनियर्स ने एक प्रोसेस दिया है। अगर हम हरि कथा को, भगवान की कथा को ध्यान से सुनेंगे, मन लगा के सुनेंगे, तो मैं गारंटी लेता हूँ कि शास्त्रों के हिसाब से, मेरी गारंटी नहीं है, शास्त्र गारंटी देते हैं और हमारे सीनियर्स गारंटी देते हैं कि भगवान की कथा को ध्यान से सुनने से हमें भगवान के दर्शन 100% जरूर मिलते हैं। तो अगर आप भगवान के दर्शन करना चाहते हो तो आपको कथा ध्यान से सुननी पड़ेगी। एंड यस, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much.
Jam Vishnupada Paramhamsa Parivadakacharya Ashtotta Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jam Vishnupada Paramhamsa Parivadakacharya Ashtotta Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki Jai. Prem se Prabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasa Gaura Bhaktavinda ki Jai. Radha Krishna Bhoku Gopinath Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Madhura Dham ki Jai. Jagannathpuri Dham ki Jai. नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण कुंज की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देव तुलसी महारानी की जय। सामवेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to Assembled. All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Try, Papa. Get it. Papa.
क्या उधर वहाँ पे वहाँ पे वो बेटर है For the microphone, I think on the candle there is cover. Oh, this is sorry. Cover. Hare Krishna. Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hello. इतना प्यार से मुझे बोलते
प्रभु की जय। Okay. We have this stand. I will bring. Maharaj का प्रसाद use करते हैं.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamsya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanja Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhu Devacha Padinanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tadho Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Is it okay? Don't mind you want? No. Is it better now? Yes. So. Very interesting assembly here on the left, right, in the middle. Please, if you need more space, there is here. We can take out the harmonium here. So I would like to also welcome you all for our today's Bhagavatam Katha, Bhagavat Saptah, day number 6. Right. Day number 6.
Oh, there's a lot of space here. Actually.
Yeah.
काफी space है.
Where's it?
Yeah. Yeah, from that side, maybe some of you can come this side.
Is it okay if I speak in English or?
You can decide from comfort level. Maybe. For माता जी हम लोग translation कर सकते हैं अपना.
Yeah, English.
But some माता जी आप कर सकते हैं.
They are here fallen affected.
Don't want to disturb.
No.
She is expert.
Yes, I know. That's why. See, Dakṣa, expert.
Hindi teacher. The reason I prefer to speak in English, with due respect everyone, is that
किसको हिंदी? So, who want to listen in Hindi actually? Then they can come at the sofa all together. जिसको भी हिंदी में सुनना है वो सोफा पे आ जाइए. तो वर्षा माता जी will make a translation of Hindi from English to Hindi.
actually it is better to hear in Hindi only from her, so that she can improve the what I'm speaking. Then she can improvise it for a perfection and it will come nicely. Okay. So whenever possible, if you can close the door. Yeah. So it's a great honor as well as fortune as well as blessing that I am able to speak Srimad Bhagavatam in the assembly of all of you. So I'm very sure that I'm fortunate. The topic, as Omkareshwar Prabhu already highlighted, is about Dakṣa Yajña. This comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4. It is said that Srimad Bhagavatam is such a ripened fruit, like a mango, which can be tasted from anywhere and still it can be released. But of course, at the same time, Srila Prabhupada is saying that it doesn't mean one can simply directly go to the chapter 10 or Canto 10, because we also need to purify our body, purify our mind, purify our consciousness. Otherwise, how can we understand the greatness of the Supreme Lord? Just like sometimes we see some very, very great paintings, right? And when we go to the painting, we can't understand anything. This painting is so nice, but we can't understand anything. Then someone can tell, you know, this is Picasso, or then, or this is the strokes represent that. Yeah. Otherwise, it's very difficult for us to understand. And it even bewilders us. How can such a painting, which even I can draw with some lines, which cannot be understood by anyone anyway? So it can also mean that why is it so expensive? The 10th canto is very, very priceless, very, very expensive, that we can't even imagine how powerful it is, what it even is. That's the reason we go through canto after canto. And first 2 cantos are considered as the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. What does that mean? The first approach of understanding the Lord is that we say, hey, I don't know anything. I bow myself at your lotus feet and bless me so that I can imbibe the vision that I can see. And personally, if it's going fast, let me know, because I'll try to go a little fast. Already? Slow.
So don't worry about time, because Katha is by Hari Ichha, and Hari Ichha will stop it. So it will stop by Hari Ichha only. So continue until you feel
until Hari gives. And Prabhu, if possible, can you come this side? It's a little easier for me.
Sir, come here. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Till here, the vision is okay. And then the canto 3rd and 4th are describing the Sarga and Visarga subject matter. Unless we understand that we should become humble, unless we think that I am not so great that I can all alone decode this mystery of this world, mystery of this universe, what are all these atoms made of, how is this galaxies are made of. After all, what is the bang that has created all these things? If we try to join hands, still we cannot decode it. Yeah, of course, then forget about one person. Even if so many people come together, it's still not possible to understand, to decode the creation. The easiest way is to take the path of Bhagavat. Why? Because everything is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Sarga and Visarga. The creation and sub-creation. How everything is created. And one can take the lead from there and can do some research if we want to get confidence and acceptance so that we can go to the next level. So now we are in the 4th canto. In the 4th canto has wonderful pastimes, wonderful leelas of the Lord and devotees. And in that context, we come across Dakṣa, Prajapati, the leader, the progenitor. Lord Brahma, who is the creator of the universe, he has created also Prajapati. Of course, he also created Narada Muni. He also created 4 Kumaras. But they were not so much interested in all in household life. They think that, yes, as soon as we accept this path of household life, the Maya, the material energy can be so strong that we lose the purpose of why we are born. Sometimes some chocolates have come. Sometimes some dispute happens just because of chocolate. So 4 Kumaras, Narad Muni, they thought, okay, this is not for us. We want to just sing the glories of the Lord. We want to meditate and realize the ultimate goal of life, self-realization. And Brahma got frustrated. What is this? After all, I am given a job to expand the population in the world. How can I do it? So, Lord Brahma has also created or gave birth to progenitors. And among them, the chief is Dakṣa. Dakṣa, Prajapati. Pati, we know the Lord of people, Praja. So where are the population? He has to create it. So in a way that he's also the ancestor, he's also kind of father, grandfather, great grandfather in a way. But the point here is that he was not so much worried with that. He was more worried about, okay, I am the head of all the Prajapatis. Rulers is okay, but I'm also chief among all the rulers. So that makes it very great to feel ourselves great, right? So in a company, we usually see that, okay, there is a hierarchy. We always think how nice it is that the highest person is respected a lot. So one is working very hard, and Lord Brahma has blessed Dakṣa Prajapati to become the head. And that gave Dakṣa head right. Rather than giving weight to the work he has put that weight on the head and felt, now I am great. That means everyone should respect me, everyone should take my orders. Of course, there were so many saints, so many priests, pitas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Yakshas. So many indeed have respect towards Dakṣa. And Dakṣa, he was so much carried away in this so-called status, value that he is getting. That's very nice. See, Omkareshwar Prabhu today has glorified, I don't know about which person, I don't know. He was just telling Sudama Prabhu that many years. I was very happy when Adiraja Prabhu introduced me. He's in 15 days in Krishna consciousness. Was very nice. 15 days? Yeah, I'm very young. I don't know all the. Yeah, 15 days.
Recording में होगा पूछे.
नहीं प्रभु इधर का डेज नहीं था. He's talking about the days of Brahma.
मुझे पता नहीं. He knows about it. So he's great. And yeah, I'm sitting a little above all of you where you are sitting. I prefer to sit down, but they have a very logical reason saying, hey, if you're above, everyone can see you.
That's correct.
And every day the chair height is increasing. And then there is also chance the more high we go, the quick we fall, right? And the bigger we get affected. So anyway, today what I'm talking is not like because I'm sitting on this chair. Yeah, it's because just we kind of, our idea of Bhagavat Saptah is that we all can meet together, have some katha, have nice prasadam, do some events so that we, yeah, coming from different parts of Germany, yeah, so we all can have some good time. So that was the main. And but as Omkareshwar Prabhu was saying, and also others were saying, somehow this katha is so beautiful that we got, oh, the agenda of that is not so important. The agenda of hearing katha has become more tasty, relishable. Why? Because this Bhagavat takes us to a consciousness level where we want to be. We all want happiness. We all want to forget our distress. Is there someone who does not agree? Raise your hands. I put the question other way. Who wants to be happy? Raise your hands. So everyone is active. Like a mic check, you also want to have. Yeah, because so many they say, probably you speak so slowly, so slow, we get sleep. Not because it's so sweet, it's boring. So through the Bhagavad Katha, yeah, today we'll go further, and tomorrow we'll be kind of closing this session, which we call usually Bhagavad Saptah is of 7 day. But this also is very interesting that I hope we all can also imbibe the spirit of having Bhagavat every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. By serving Bhagavat, what does it mean? Serving Bhagavat is by hearing Bhagavad Katha. What we can do is we can also imbibe the beauty and achieve happiness and immune ourselves against distress. So if that is our agenda, we are all at the right place and we are having the right Katha here. So Dakṣa, when he became the head, then he became quite proud of himself. And then when one becomes proud, then one cannot see the greatness of others. And when we don't see the greatness of others, we take them very casual. We neglect them. That was still okay. Yeah. Okay, you do your business, I do my business. No problem. But Dakṣa here, what happened was he even insulted Lord Shiva. It's very interesting, right? Usually we see that father-in-law takes utmost care that son-in-law is not disturbed. He is always caring that what will happen to my daughter. So he is more submissive than even his daughter. The daughter indeed will say, hey, why you don't have to be like that. But the father is very submissive usually, father-in-law. But here what is happening is Dakṣa, in spite of he is the father-in-law, of course, please no offenses. This is how we see, yeah, as per from the Varnashram Vedic way of seeing, that because the father-in-law is giving his, the father is giving his daughter to son-in-law, he wants the happiness as the main priority. For that, he is ready to do anything. It's a great sign. It's not that he is low, he's even higher. So here Lord Shiva is being insulted. Of course, the glories of Lord Shiva is that he doesn't take it, because he is, we have been coming across the great qualities and attributes of Lord Shiva in last 5 days. No one is equal for him, which means that he is equal to everyone. No partiality, like, okay, he is my great devotee, or he is not. He's treating everyone equal. He is the Bhutanath, he is also Pashupati, he is also Ashutosh. Yesterday we came across, what is that? Adishwar. In that way we see that the qualities of Lord Shiva are unlimited. And also his power is unlimited. But just imagine now, we see that, okay, Omkareshwar Prabhu is very, very powerful. How do I know it? He has 2 hands, he has 1 face, 2 legs. Not so easy. I may still casually think him, he is normal, he doesn't have any hair. No, that's what I can see now. And very easily we go into this direction of thinking that I am greater. That's why I'm seeing what is not great. And even that greatness is there, but I cannot appreciate. That is my problem. And that is what happened is in the case of Dakṣa. He was seeing Shiva is unfit to attend the sacrifice. So he didn't even arrange his share of oblation in the yajna. That is okay. Okay, if you do yajna, if you don't do properly, you will not get result. That is not a problem. Because Lord Shiva is so pure that he, or auspicious, not even pure. He's also called Loka Mangala, causing all auspiciousness to entire universe. So now when he is not there, how can there be auspicious? Whereas Dakṣa was thinking, hey, I am great Vaishnava. I am worshipping Lord Vishnu. And we know that, hey, if Vishnu is satisfied, everyone is satisfied, so then I don't need to satisfy anyone else. Yeah. So that way he arranged a sacrifice. And he intentionally didn't invite Lord Shiva. In a way that he wanted to teach Lord Shiva, hey, you are not superior, that's why I didn't invite you. Lord, yesterday we were discussing Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, very well know this, that the greatness of Lord Shiva. And that is the reason they didn't attend the sacrifice. But others indeed have attended. That's the first scene where everyone were flying in the airplanes from different planets, and they arrived. And when Sati Devi saw this and she wanted to go, so Lord Shiva, being her dear husband, not just husband, not authoritative husband, but very dear husband, he did explain everything, that it's not going to be auspicious if we go there. One can go to that details, like Sati Devi saying, come on, I'm going to my own home. There is no problem. And Lord Shiva said, yes, there is no problem, as long as if the person doesn't find faults in others or the guest. If the host is very amicable, not inimical, then there is no problem. But if the person is finding faults, it will only increase the rupture more. But Sati had somewhere in the corner of her mind that, oh, my father is very dear to me. I am very dear to him. So there's a chance that he may listen to me. And with that spirit, there was this, we were discussing about the moments of Shreya and Priya. What to do and what not to do. Is this good or not good? And in that, time is passing and she hurried herself to the Yajña. And after going to the Yajña, she found that everything is inauspiciously performed. First of all, her father didn't even see her. That was a disrespect. Okay, one may see that, okay, father, if he doesn't see his daughter, let's say it's not disrespect. Maybe he was not pleased or whatever. But she was okay to digest that, but she was not okay to digest that her husband was disrespected. And then after giving all the valuable enlightening that Dakṣa need to know, but still Dakṣa was not so much Dhruv. So Dakṣa still was thinking, come on, what am I doing is correct because I am Vaishnava. For that, Vishnu is there. Everything is still clear. So sometimes what will happen is we get to this feeling of, okay, I am Vaishnava means I don't respect Shiva or Shaivites or okay, that's enough. When Krishna is saying I am the Supreme, I am worshipping Supreme Krishna, so that's enough. No, Krishna is also saying that, what about my devotees? And Vaishnavadam yatha Shambho, and he's saying that among the Vaishnavas the best is Lord Shiva. And of course there are other Shastric references through which we understand the position of Lord Shiva. Yesterday we were also saying about this. What was that you said about when you were saying to Parvati Devi?
Yes. So in Ramcharitmanas, Tulsidas ji had written that Shiva says to Mata Parvati that Shiva says Uma is other name of the Parvati, not this Uma, but Parvati. Uma kahun main anubhav apna, sat hari bhajan jagat sab sapna. So the Sat is eternal, Sanatan. The Hari Bhajan is only eternal, is only Sanatan. Everything else is temporary here. Everything else is like dream. And Bhagwan Shiva himself says, I am always meditating on Lord Ram, on Hari Bhajan. So Hari Bhajan is only eternal things and everything else is temporary. This is the statement of Lord Shiva to Mata Parvati.
And we also come across in Vishnu Sahasranam, where Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranam Taturyam, Rama Nama Varanam. But it doesn't mean that, okay, in that way is Shiva inferior, nothing. Still we see that Lord Shiva is all glorious, and we see here what even Lord Vishnu is going to glorify. I mean, today I don't know, we'll cover it, or maybe tomorrow. We see that when Sati has given up herself after giving all, how can you envy Lord Shiva? There is no one in the three worlds who can envy him. Why? Because he is exemplary. Why? Because he doesn't find faults in anyone. Is that enough? No. He doesn't not only find no faults, he also looks only good in someone and amplifies that goodness. And he is eager to bless them. That's why he is holiness. And not only that, he is Bhutanath. Come on. Yesterday we were discussing about handling a mental asylum. Who wants such a job? Unless we are pushed for it. We prefer something the better one, right? Where we go 8 o'clock to the work, we come back at 5 o'clock, no tension, nothing, very peaceful. I have a table, everyone is behaving very well, the staff, the public, the customers. No, Lord Shiva is enlightening two kinds of people. I mean, I'm just kind of recapping so that good for our own understanding. At the same time, also if someone have missed it, one kind of group is who are very materialistic in life. That they always only want what? Money. Money, honey. I'm not telling the honey that we get from the honeybees. Usually wives are also called honey, right? Don't ask me Shastri evidence. It will be in all Puranas.
The problem is that too much honey is diabetics also. Then they separate very.
There is no wall. Be careful. Huh? Okay. Some may think, come on, that's the reason I didn't marry. I'm only dating. Or what was the word he said? Live in. That is the concept.
Live in relationship.
Or there's sometimes, hey, he's my crush. So many terminologies came these days. And okay, one may say, no, I'm not interested in all this. But then what about then money and wine? So in one way or the other, we are working hard to earn money and enjoy, and that's it. And then we are going in circle, okay, circle, and then Lord Shiva is blessing such people who are dull-headed, dull-minded, to enlighten them the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to bring them to a platform of what? That material life is sucking. It's just saying. It's not for us. No, I'm not in that list. I want to be enjoyer. Then he says, my wife is there. Usually, always husband are very, very sattvic. Agree? No one is raising hands. What is it? When we tell so softly, no one will listen, right? Then we say, you need second level treatment. My wife will come. Then, okay. So Lord Shiva, he says, Durga Devi is there. I know how to get you back on track. Back on track. So, in that way, Lord Shiva is leading or kind of helping them. And then there is second class of men who is already frustrated. We are already frustrated. अभी कुछ enjoy करने का सोच भी नहीं है. इतना सोच लिए कर दिए कुछ नहीं हुआ. करके थक गए. Sorry. Yeah, we have been doing a lot. Everything we did. Finally, we came to a point that there is no point in actually doing all this struggle, because either I hold this and my hands are burning, either I hold this, the hands are burning. What to do now? So Lord Shiva is also enlightening that class of men to understand what is transcendental knowledge. So Lord Shiva came to know that Sati left the body, and then Lord Shiva, out of great anger, I think we were discussing now, how can an Adhishwar become an angry person? So, as I think, did we cover this, that if you want to fight a war, you have to also be passionate. You should express, what is it called? Valor? Prowess? Otherwise, if you say, hey, you take a knife, I take a knife, let's fight. Where are the dialogues, man? You have to tell your wonderful dialogues. Hey, मैं क्षत्रिय हूँ, मैं भी कम नहीं हूँ, मैं क्षेत्राणी का दूध पिया, कम, पहले बातों में रहता है. नहीं, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? So, Lord Shiva was very angry. The reason for his anger is, of course, he was very, very sorry that Sati had to. It's not like, okay, of course, everyone has a free will. But she, no one imposed her, no one forced her. But she herself thought, what kind of body I have? I have a body given by my father who is Dakṣa. I am called Dakṣa and I hate this. I was just recollecting that we know also in the case of Bharat, not Tatuma, not this Bharat, Bharat from Ramayana. Once he comes from Kaika, then he sees everything has turned upside down. I was very eager to see my brother. Where is my brother? I don't find my brothers. Where is my father? What happened? What kind of news I'm hearing now? It's all because of one person, my mother. And now we are talking about that Bharat who is glorified the best in Ramayana, even above Ram. Above Lakshman is Bharat. Also. Why? Because he is serving the servant of the servant. But he is very, very silent, invisible. जो real devotee रहता है दिखता नहीं. कोई devotee से दिखना पड़ता है नहीं तो लोग समझते नहीं.
That's why he was hiding yesterday.
Yeah, he is the underground. That's why he's saying Kshatrika aa gaya. My role model. Anyway, so sorry. So we see that it's not like, okay, if one is having complete control of the senses, Rishikesh, complete control of the senses doesn't mean that he doesn't know no vibes, no life, nothing like that. One lives absolutely in a social setup, social environment. Krishna is also called Rishikesh, right? Krishna didn't go simply to a forest and then he heard vibrating to the Satyalok. No. Yeah, he was in the midst of all the gopis and gopikas, all Brajavasis. There were times when he had to show his anger also. How dare you poison my friends? Anger. So Lord Shiva sent Veerabhadra and Mahakali with the support of all the Ganas. There was everything broken in the Yajña. The Yajña was stopped. Why? Because Lord Shiva instructed Veerabhadra that my blessings are with you. May you be victorious. And do what? Destroy everything. Kill Dakṣa. Son-in-law is asking to kill the father-in-law. There is no vengeance here. It's not because he was also looking for an opportunity to kill. It's not like, okay, mujhe bhi mauka milna chahiye. That's our attitude sometimes. We tit for tat, isn't it? You did it. Until now, I kept myself quiet. Now I get a chance to do it. I will do in more flying colors. No. Today we will discuss about why Lord Shiva has indeed killed. I think yesterday there was also like, what is this Shiva killing? Cutting the head off. Here also head cut is going on, but he will fix also. That was my introduction last 5 days. Now the actual session starts. And Omkareshwar Prabhu is so merciful that he gave me full freedom. And unless someone comes to stop, it will go on.
It will be by Hari Ichha only.
Yeah. So we see here that after everything has been destroyed, then all the devatas, devas, everyone, they were puzzled and they were in distress. They went to Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma said, Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu knows that this kind of disaster is going to happen. And someone were asking, right? So why didn't Brahma tell to Dakṣa, right? Was it you? I mean, anyway, all questions come from you. You know, in our days we had question bank. Yeah, here's a question. And based on the timing and the exam, then the question comes. No, Prabhu, thank you. Otherwise, it will become only 1%. Thank you. So, in that context, I was saying that okay, if someone is ready to hear, we can tell. But if someone is not, if someone is blind, how can we ask him to see? Only when his eyes are fixed, then we can ask him, hey, now I'll show you the entire world, which is full of variegatedness, full of colors. It is not mithya, it is real. Jagan mithya, right? We usually think, yeah, this whole Jagat is mithya. No, when the eyes are opened, with the guidance of the spiritual master, then we can understand this. Even to the extent, even in Shiva Puran, that's how we see. Yeah? I mean, after all these scriptures are not contradicting too much. Yeah, it's all about telling that how we can become a good bhakta, how can we become a devotee. So Lord Brahma said, okay, Lord Shiva is such a great personality that he has this very easily he can excuse and very easily satisfied Ashutosh. And then he's all powerful that his power we cannot even imagine how much it is. But the only way now we can solve this problem is by going and begging pardon from him. That is the only option. And then all the devatas, along with Brahma, they went to Kailash and they found Lord Shiva is enlightening Narada Muni, Chatur Kumaras, and all other ganas who are sitting there, where some are in meditation. The whole place is vibrating with meditation, transcendental potency. And then Lord Brahma came. Yesterday we had to finish little early where we didn't cover some of the important points. I'll just quickly also go through them to give the context where we are. Lord Shiva's lotus feet were worshipped by both the demigods and demons. But still, in spite of his exalted position, as soon as he saw Lord Brahma, he got up and paid obeisances to him. See, the position of Lord Shiva is above the position of Lord Brahma. Of course, Brahma has created. Of course, it doesn't mean that he is an ordinary person. He is also a great exalted person. You see that Lord Shiva's lotus feet is worshipped by not only devatas but also Rakshasas or Danavas. So, how much popularity Lord Shiva has? Who else is left? Is there someone who is left in this? Good people, bad people, both worship him. Good people worship for going higher in the spiritual path. Bad people, why they worship?
More power.
Yeah, and also advancing.
And also
They also want, right?
material advancement.
Yes. And he can give both. Because he can give both. So he is the most beloved Lord. Mahadev. Not any devatas like Surya, Chandra, Indra. Mahadev. And Lord Brahma said, why he came? He said, your lordship has introduced the system of sacrifice through the agency of Dakṣa. So he's saying that this whole Vedic system that is there to do Yajña and everything is indeed for the welfare of everyone. And you have appointed Dakṣa to do this. Rishabh Prabhu, I think your question answer will come now. I hope you won't. Thus, one may derive the benefit of religious activities and economic development. Under your regulative principles, the institutions of 4 varnas and ashramas is respected. The Brahmanas therefore vow to follow this system strictly. So, if Brahmanas are doing all this yajñas and everything, it is because you have, Lord, you have given all these things. One can sit here One place is here.
Shweta
Two places are there.
Sweta होता है.
Omkareshwar Prabhu's house will expand anyway. And we also know that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras, yeah, we know that they are the mouth, arms, abdomen, and legs of the universal form. So as long as they are engaged in the service of the Lord, then their position is secure. Even if Brahmanas, if they don't follow the Vedic way of living, then they are no more Brahmanas. We know that in the Varnashram system, there is this Brahmana class, there is Kshatriya class, Vaishya class, Shudra class. Have anyone heard anyone commenting this, especially, I mean, in Germany, why all this? Is not everyone equal? Isn't it? After all, right? Everyone is equal. Why is India? In India, this is a caste system. Oh. Why is it required?
Based on
what?
limited based on what, right? But we converted, yes.
Yeah, but now when we don't have faith in God, then there is no need of Yajña or people who perform Yajña. That is what is happening, right? As I was saying, the least paid service these days is for the Brahmins. Because we don't believe in this system, we think everyone is equal. But everyone is equal. I mean, if we say that I can eat with my eyes, I can eat with my ears, I can speak with my nose, everything is equal, right?
Many times we perform the rituals for the sake of doing it. We say like it's for the Shastra purpose we do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Why this has happened? Because we have not got the knowledge of why
We should do it.
Why do we need nose? To breathe. To smell. What else? To sneeze. Everything has a purpose. And everything is working very harmoniously. That's why we are able to be our best. In the same way, when the Brahmin communities who have to do the service of enlightening others, when that community is affected, what will happen? When there are no yajñas, there are no yagas, everything is done, but namesake done. As you were saying, why? Because there is so much vacuum of not understanding the purpose of it. But here, Brahma is saying that, okay, indeed you have created the system, Lord, and you have appointed Dakṣa as the person to perform. But if you yourself punish him, when Dakṣa is not there, what is the position? देखा हिंदी आता है. He said, "Oh, most auspicious Lord, you have ordained the heavenly planets, the spiritual Vaikuntha planets, and the impersonal Brahman sphere as the respective destinations of performer of austerity. Based on who is performing what kind of austerity, you have said who can go where. Similarly, for others who are miscreants, you have destined different kinds of hells, which are horrible and ghastly. When everything is there, yet sometimes it is found that their destinations are opposite. Have anyone had this question? Why bad things happen to good people? You have got answer also? There are two answers. Yes, you're telling one answer.
Yeah, because of the, like, maybe they must have done something bad in the previous life, and that's why it's like the reaction of it is
Reaction. We did something bad in the past, now we get the sweet. Yes.
Because God wants you to remember him.
Why?
Because God wants you to remember.
Yeah, but why? He likes you so much, or he likes you to be remembering him so much, or why? Yes. Kids are, I mean, am I telling to only kids or what? Rahul, I'm waiting for you on come. Rima, come.
So,
This is the, I was just filling the time and then you come.
so Krishna wants that everyone wants to be devotees and not to do bad things because bad things are bad things.
Okay. Very good. Yes.
Why do bad things happen to good people? So God is like a spiritual father to everyone. So sometimes in order to correct, just like a father who wants to correct their children, so there will be a temporary dand that he gives now and then. So that's why when we get difficulties, sometimes we think, okay, maybe it's something like an act of purification.
Also makes us stronger.
It makes us stronger when bad things happen.
It gives you a lesson.
Maybe something good, more good might happen in future.
Yes. You want to test us? Okay. But who are you to test? What is so special in you that he has to test you?
As a devotee.
You want to test you as a devotee?
He wants to test a devotee.
I think he has already so many devotees. Why he has to test only you? Anyway, I'm pulling your legs, but yeah. Nice answer. Anyone else?
Yeah, in bad times, the person suffers, and many a times sufferings give new perspective of knowing spiritualism. Till the time the things happen as per your plan, and you get all the fulfillments. I think in that situation, we don't get the opportunity to analyze the same things more spiritually. And when bad things happen, we tend to think differently, and this way we go near to spiritualism step by step. So when God wants us, the selective soul sort of, I don't know, but that way he wants you to become more and more closer to him, giving you, new perspective. Spiritually, you become more and more stronger. You tend to know the things, why this happened, why this sufferings to me. Because this is written, I think, in the preface of Bhagavad Gita as it is also, that when you have these questions, then knowing and reading this book will give you so much more knowledge when actually you have that thirst to know.
Yeah, thank you. Yesterday you were asking the same question, right?
Yeah. In Kali Yuga,
What did I say?
yeah, I mean, it is. You've given us such a big answer. I'm trying to put it in a single sentence. I think mode of ignorance versus mode of passion. Yeah, mode of goodness versus mode of ignorance. Yeah, I think we have to find our own way. We are responsible for where are we going in the path. So yeah.
So I think the answer at that time, as I still prefer a long answer, is that we were giving the example of a backwaters. We were talking about that. Why devotees are tortured like that? Good people, after all, they are good, doing good for the society. But why bad things are happening to them? Yeah, somewhere. I mean, all these answers are getting a perspective of how to understand Krishna consciousness or God consciousness. Why? Because otherwise we cannot follow our dharma. After all, when I'm telling Ram Raghav Prabhu, get up early in the morning, 4:30. Impossible. Why I should get up? He's saying why? Why? Because someone says, okay, this is Brahma Muhurta to do it, and yeah, but when I'm sleeping, doesn't matter whether it is Brahma Muhurta or not. No, if you get up early morning, then your mind is fresh. No, for me, night is fresh. Sometimes we feel this. I mean, not you. I still feel everything. Yeah. And then what is that? We think, okay, no. Then we start finding reasons, and then finally what we do is we do anyway what we want to do. And when we are doing what we want to do, then there is also result what will happen. Isn't it? And then when the results are happening, then we think, no, I'm always good, but why bad is happening to me? Yeah. Because you always think that we are correct, we are doing properly. Okay. After all, I have some weakness, but I am also strong. I have a lot of good qualities. I am a reservoir of many good qualities. Don't see my faults, only see my glories. But when we ourselves see how many faults we have, then we understand that there was never that I was a good man. So whatever evil is happening, let it happen. Yeah. When we really introspect that, okay, I think for what good we have done, I think Lord has already blessed us enough. Yeah, we have proper body, we have proper life. For so many things, we can already express our gratitude. But instead of that, we say, hey, nahi, Bhagwan, देखो उसके पास BMW गाड़ी है, मेरे पास you have it ना BMW, मेरे पास नहीं है तो देखा प्रभु जी ड्राइविंग नहीं आता दे दो टीचिंग में काम आएगी So, I mean, referring to this point, the point here is that we need to understand why there are Vedas, or at least what is the Vedanta Sutras, what is the purpose of it. Okay, we can say that it's quite old, long back, maybe for people who are in mode of goodness it is. No, it is perfect for people who are in mode of ignorance. जो अच्छे हैं उनके लिए क्यों चाहिए, जो बुरा है उनको सुधरने के लिए चाहिए. You don't have to translate that. That's Hindi only. Mata just translated into English. Automatic. She is making it perfect.
She is doing it perfect also.
Yeah. That's why she is saying I'm fast. बोलना जय बोलना बोल. So coming back, sorry, is the point. The point is very serious point, isn't it? We have to respect all these. That's why I think we also have come here, but not just respecting. Respecting is nice. We have nice details. We have nice books. पूजा करते हैं हम. बताया क्या? गीता का पूजा आरती सब करते हैं. तो ज्ञान भी लेना है. We also have to imbibe the knowledge that is in the books. We have to imbibe the beauty of service by offering service to the deities. So somehow what happened is either we have less time. That's why I'm not able to give so much attention. In Kali Yuga, it's okay, na? We take shortcuts. It's okay, right? Just भगवान के आगे गए, प्रणाम किए, निकल गए. जब तक हम पाठ नहीं करते, until the time we don't take shelter of katha, it's very difficult to fix our mind on the right goal, on the right process. क्योंकि चंचलम, the mind is so flickering, it never stays at one place. But we need to have a practice of what? With determination, bring it back on track. Then it's possible. So here he's saying, hey Bhagwan, you have made all the system, and when Dakṣa is killed, what is our situation? And the purport Prabhupada is saying that Supreme Personality of God. How many of us know what is free will? First priority for elders. Because kids are anyway active. Yes.
I mean, we have always a choice to do something or not to do something. So, but again, it is not, or there is a limit to the free will also. It's like we read in the purports that it's an example of the cow tied to a rope. So we have a free will to the extent the rope is stretched, and after that, sometimes it's forced on us.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. What is free will?
I think Prabhu already mentioned it very correctly.
Why did you lift your hand?
Keep it. In other words, I would like to say it's usually jiva like us. We have two choices: either be as a free will to be servant of Maya or servant of Shri Krishna. Whichever decision we make in life, we choose be the servant of Maya or be the servant of Shri Krishna.
That's making choice is called free will. The option of making choice. The reason why I asked this because is maybe if someone is not in Krishna consciousness, when they hear free will, they think I know will. And what is this free will? मुझमें कुछ नहीं मिलता ना, इसलिए what is this free will we are talking? We know that okay, there is a nice document which is saying, hey, this property belongs to you, this belongs to you, everything. That will is there. Free will क्या है? No, we are not talking about that. We are talking about our interest. Because sometimes this is also second. One thing is that we think that this jagat is mithya, which is also illusion. Now the statement itself is illusion. The second thing is, hey, we don't have free will. I have no choice. Isn't it? Sometimes we think, after all, जब भगवान को सब कुछ पता है, जब भगवान शक्तिशाली है, जब भगवान के कंट्रोल में है, मैं हूँ, तो इसका मतलब है मुझे अपने आप पे काबू नहीं है. I don't have any control on myself. Because Lord is the supreme controller. He is the cause of all cause. Then what about my cause? He is also. In that way, we think that this free will is only a drama. People just to keep you satisfied. As who likes to become a slave? Who likes to be called as a laborer? Laborer. Yeah. Who wants to be called like that? Anyone? After all, I want freedom, right? Freedom of, what is it? Right of freedom? Freedom of something. Everything we want freedom. I don't want. Free. सब कुछ free में मिलना चाहिए. Freedom भी free में मिलना चाहिए. No. It will be just like tying a cow to a rope, to a pole. Why? We know what a free, I won't say cow little holy. I will not take that.
Elephant.
No. Buffalo. A bull. Just imagine what we want freedom, we want free will, everything we want, but what will we do with that? Unless we know what to do, the free will not come, the freedom will not come. And then, but something is still happening, right? I want to get up morning, but I'm not able to get up. Now, I have worked very hard, but I'm not getting good marks. Any kids have this problem? No?
Samriddhi had that problem yesterday. The drama.
Isn't it? Isn't that indeed I did really very, very good? How come that this guy got good marks? I see him always busy playing. There is supreme will. There is something called free will, which is restricted, and there is supreme will. Whether to tie to a pole or not, that supreme will decide. On what basis? It all depends how disciplined we are, how obedient we are, how sincere we are, and how dedicated we are. Isn't it? Just सोचो एक बुल को भैंस बोलते हैं.
बैल.
भैंस क्या होता है?
Female.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah.
So bell, not bells. Yeah. If bell, it will make everything. It breaks everything. So it's better. Okay, that's why these are tied. So here, Prabhupada is saying that the supreme personality of Godhead is called the supreme will. It is by the supreme will that everything is happening. Even a blade of grass cannot move without supreme will. But what immediately we think that, okay, for everything when supreme will is there, what is the question of free will? That is usually, immediately we think that. But can't we understand that along with supreme will, there can't be free will? There can be free will. There is free will. And that free will influence the supreme will. So now you see how much power this free will has. If we refer to the Swami Vivekananda's teaching, why those things are presented in more a slight pinch or a, what do you call it? Slight
Pinch of salt.
no slight tinge of atheism is there in Vivekananda. Why? Because people have become so lazy that they thought that hey, there is no question of free will. Everything is only Lord. अगर भगवान देना चाहते तो देंगे. मैं यही बैठूंगा. To activate the people to think that yes, there is indeed free will, and with the free will one can really succeed, and with the free will one can actually demand the attention of the Lord. Or I should use the right word, command the attention of the Lord. So powerful is this free will, though it looks like only small, but it has the potential that it can activate unlimited freedom. That is still a sideline here. But interestingly, the question is, we were asking about why bad things have to happen to good people. This is what Brahma is also saying. Yet sometimes it is found that their destinations are just opposite. Why? Dakṣa, who has performed Yajña, all the sacrifices, he is chopped. His head is cut. What is the contrast is Ajamila. Ajamil, what he did he do any Yajña? Was completely enjoying with the prostitute. Very sinful life. But what happened? Yet sometimes it is found that destinations are just opposite. ये क्या हो गया? किसी को नरक पहुंचाना है तो उनको स्वर्ग का रास्ता है. Then what motivation will we have? If we want to become devotee, what is the guarantee that I will get good? You have a question? And now we come to the understanding of this. Okay, bad things happen to good people, or good things happen to bad people. Now we come to the context. What does it mean? Similarly, King Dakṣa was always engaged in pious activities of performing sacrifices. Yet, simply because of creating a little misunderstanding with the Lord Shiva, he was severely taken to task. What is this? Conclusion, therefore, is that the supreme will is the ultimate judgment. No one can argue upon this. A pure devotee, therefore, submits in all circumstances to the supreme will of the Lord. And now, the answer, I think, if you can relate to your question, we may not understand it. We cannot understand the supreme will of the Lord. This is what his statement here. If we are just comparing two things together and just at a very high level, I'll be saying, why is this happening like this? It should not happen like this. Then we come to this. Why? Because we don't even accept the supreme will, which is beyond our understanding, beyond our imagination. Here it is said, that is the reason a pure devotee therefore submits in all circumstances to the supreme will of the Lord, accepting it as all auspicious. And that's how when you were saying, okay, Bhagavan is testing and all those things, that's our way of thinking. But fact is what? Devotee. I think there is another purport which will tell that even if one is punished Even if bad thing is happening, the devotee is able to appreciate that bad thing as good thing. Now the question may come, okay, indeed it is. Come on, why? Maybe he has done them bad, that's why he's. No, that's normal. No. I am saying, Lord, I have done innumerable bad things in my life. And you are the one who is so merciful that instead of throwing a big stone on my head, you just threw some dust on my head. Isn't that merciful? But that dust itself is so heavy, we think, oh my God, this dust is like a storm. And then we start, what do? We want to escape. But if I'm holding you very tightly, you can't escape. Then you say, hey, Bhagwan, kyun aise mere saath aisa hota hai? We go to frustration. But here is the essence. What is the essence? The leelas of the Lord. Just we have to accept it. If you put logical understanding, yeah, we can dig out so many so that we appreciate. That is needed. That can help us. But we can see, we cannot doubt. And this is what is in it's not my version. It's here. That's how we can help ourselves. Persons who observe everything with differentiation, this is very important, who are simply attached to fruitive activities, who are mean-minded, who are always pained to see the flourishing conditions of others, and who thus give distress to them by uttering harsh, piercing words, have already been killed by providence. So, jo fate rehta hai, it anyway will do its job. Thus, there is no need for them to be killed again by exalted personalities like you. Shiva, Lord Brahma is saying, yeah, you are such a great exalted personality. Why you want to do all these things? Come on, anyway, uske bhagi mein jo hai, wo hone wala hai. The police will come and catch it anyway. Why you want to do something, a heroic act or disturbed, and you want to do something? Jo law establishes, that law will take care of everything. Oh Lord, why do you want to take that inconvenience? Anyway, you are absorbed in remembering the Lord. The entire world is full of such envious persons who are perpetually full of anxieties because they are attached to material body and are without self-realization. But a Vaishnava, it is said, is described as Paradukha Dukhi. A Vaishnava is the one who is seeing that, oh, how can a person can be suffering? Let me try to do something. Let me help him. Paradukha Dukhi. So that's what actually is also happening. The Prabhupada is giving us our tuning towards what is the purpose of why Shiva has punished. But it should be noted here that a Vaishnava should not tolerate the blasphemy of Vishnu or Vaishnava, although he should tolerate personal interest to himself. And in this connection, Prabhupada is writing, a Vaishnava should follow the examples of such Vaishnavas as Haridas Thakur, Nityananda Prabhu, and also Jesus Christ. There is no need to kill anyone who has already been killed. एक बॉडी मिल गया, मारते जो मर गया.
So sorry, I'm a bit getting confused here. So is it now this purpose is supporting what Shiva did, or is not supporting what Shiva did? Because one message I'm getting, we should not act and we should just simply tolerate.
Yeah.
Another message saying, no, he did good because he was protecting Sati and Vaishnav. Who? Shiva. I mean, Shiva is not killing for his insult. Now he's killing because something happened to Sati.
No.
He's killing for what reason?
To punish Dakṣa. For what envy he has?
For him.
Yeah. For the envy. Just imagine you have anyway. That is the opening verse of the next chapter, which will take one. We'll come to that. That I hope that will answer that question. And Brahma is saying, my Lord, If in some places, materialists who are already bewildered by insurmountable illusory energy, sometimes commits offenses. Brahma is pacifying, na, Lord Shiva. He's saying, because of so many problems, na, hota hai, saintly person with compassion does not take this seriously. Knowing that they commit offenses because they are overpowered by the illusory energy, he does not show his prowess to counter them. Just socho ek अच्छा है, दारू पिया है, he has perfectly intoxicated himself and he's abusing like anything. What will we do? Are we going to go and beat him? What will happen? No, na. He anyway lost his consciousness. What is the purpose of beating? After all, what we do, we'll do all the seva to him. Where is your house, beta? I'll bring you there, and then surrender you to that person. All service we do. Though he may say, hey, I am Bhagavan, tum kaun hai, everything. So, a conditioned soul, because of that conditioning, if he does sometimes some arrogant thing, yeah, great people will still tolerate it or kind of, yeah, count. They do not do something to chastise. This is what Brahma is still pacifying. It looks nice, right? Bhagavan, thoda, please show mercy upon him. It is said that the beauty of the tapasvi or saintly person is forgiveness. So Brahma is saying, please take some pity on Dakṣa and forgive him what he has done. And Lord Shiva is saying, okay. He is telling to Brahma and everyone who is present. He is saying, my dear father, Brahma, I do not mind the offenses created by the demigods. So still Lord Shiva is not taking offense, because that was your question, na? Envy, mujh pe envy hai to. It's not because of envy of him. That envy will affect for any others, for his own fall. And now that example someone were already bringing that will come. This is what is mentioned. Is because these demigods are childish and less intelligent, I do not take a serious view of their offense. Nabi kiya hai, koi baat nahi. And I have punished them only in order to right them, to correct them. And in the purport, Prabhupada mentions there are two kinds of punishments. One punishment is given by the conqueror of an enemy. When two kingdoms, what is it? Two kings fight, and once the other person is involved, the punishment that he is giving is that. And the second category is a father to his son. Both are punishments. But what is for what?
One is for the correction. The father is always for.
So in this way, Lord Shiva is by nature a Vaishnava, great devotee, and his name is known as Ashutosh. He is always satisfied, and therefore he did not become angry as if he were an enemy. He is not inimical to any living entity. Lord Shiva is like a father because he never takes seriously any offense by any living entities, especially the demigods. So, I don't know if that could throw some light on the question.
Prabhuji, actually, I'm getting this. I think you're doing it quite well, this analogies. So I'm also able to now compare the similar kind of thing happened also in Mahabharata when Bhishma Pitamaha and Dronacharya they overlooked the insult of Draupadi. Draupadi is a great Vaishnavi, and Duryodhana and his brother Dusasan, they did the Chirharan. And Lord Krishna, when Arjuna was saying, no, I don't want to fight, I want to, why I should kill my relatives? Then Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, I have already killed them. I killed them the same day when they saw the insult of a Vaishnavi, my Bhakta, Draupadi. So, I think Lord has this power to, he can decide to kill, to punish someone. So the Dakṣa also have the same status like Dusasana was doing.
People who are in the mode of goodness or even devotees, how can they have cruel grudges against anyone? They always want welfare of everyone. And there are different ways of achieving that. Sometimes speaking politely, sometimes warning little hardly, and sometimes really scaring, and sometimes really getting into the real action of surgery. So in these different ways, one can be purified. So Lord Shiva is continuing. He's saying that since the head of Dakṣa has been burned to ashes, he will have the head of a goat. The demigod, known as Bhaga, will be able to see his share of sacrifice through the eyes of Mitra. So Lord Shiva is already pleased, not so elaborate prayers that Lord Brahma had to offer, because Lord Shiva is just saying that after all, this reminds me that someone is asking Prabhupada, why you always call someone rascal? And Prabhupada says, because I love them. Can you imagine? Someone is loving and then scolding them as rascal. Yeah, you rascal. That comes out of, yeah, I really care you. That's why, yeah, you are a fool that awake now. It's not like scolding. Usually we think, how dare that a saintly person is using such an abusive word like rascal? Someone should have a ringtone like that. Rascal, rascal.
Get up, get up, get up.
Get up. Nice alarm. Isn't it? So, yeah, that shows the reflection, right? Even we see that someone is so concerned and scolding. Why? Because they're scolding because the kid will develop or have a vision or clarity. So there are small details like, okay, what happened to whom? Yeah, because we remember, right, when Virabhadra came, he banged the teeth, he pulled the eyes out, he chopped the head. So, and then, so we talked about Dakṣa got the head of a goat. And then Bhaga got because his eyes are gone. He's able to see through the eyes of Mitra. And then there comes this Pusha. He also lost the teeth, nice teeth, right? Because he has used the teeth to show to the Lord, hey, yeah. And that's why his teeth were taken out. So then he can either eat through others. He will have his disciples, right? If they are eating, then it means he has ate. Such a nice boon. Or if you want to eat, if you don't have disciples, you can only eat chickpeas flour. Dumplings made of that. Here it said, thus his punishment continued. For whom? For Pusha. Why? Because he could not use his teeth for eating since he had laughed at Lord Shiva. Deriding him by showing his teeth. In other words, it was not appropriate for him to have teeth. That's why teeth is not. So, for he had used them against Lord Shiva. Then we come to Dhruva. I think it will come later. Those who have had their arms cut off will have to work with the arms of Ashwini Kumar, and those whose hands were cut off will have to do their work with the hands of Pusha. The priest will also have to act in this manner. And now, Bhrigu. As for Bhrigu, he will have the beard from the goat's head. You're imagining now how a fantasy, how the face would look like. Nice, right? These days it's a fashion, right? People will have small beards. They call it gochi. Goti. Goti? Goti. That's what's a goat.
Descendants of
yeah, Bhrigu followers. Followers. Descendants. Don't give the tip, they'll find the line. And in the purport, Prabhupada is helping us to understand that, isn't it? Usually we have a lot of advancement in science. We see that, okay, soul is in the heart, or they don't even believe in the heart. Or if devotees, they believe soul is in the heart. When the head is cut, what happened? How can a goat head be brought and then the being can still live? Yeah? Science people, they really have doubts. And Prabhupada is saying that the brain substance of Dakṣa and that of a goat are different, but Dakṣa is still acting like himself. What is happening is, because as soon as किसी को goat का hair लगा दिए, it doesn't mean now he will start thinking like goat, and that's why I hope we are not doing a drama where as soon as the goat head is coming, then the Dakṣa is saying, nah. No. What it is said is that the consciousness is that is what is making us the intelligence. And because it is there, that's why after Dakṣa got the head back, he could again offer praise to Lord Shiva. The example also is given here is about Jada Bharat. When Bharat Maharaj, he got so much attached to a deer, and when he died, he got a deer body. Though he got a deer body, it was the consciousness that was determining what he can do. It is not because he got a deer body, so his mind will also be like a deer. It's not like that. It is found that in the verses ahead, that after Dakṣa's head was replaced by goat's head, he was as intelligent as he was previously. He prayed very nicely to satisfy Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, which is not possible for a goat to do. Therefore,
maybe you complete, then I'll ask.
Therefore, it is definitely concluded that the brain substance is not the center of intelligence. It is the consciousness of a particular soul that works intelligently. Yeah, please.
Yeah, that means because apparently or externally, it sounds like the brain actually stores the memory or also impacts the consciousness and intelligence.
Yes.
But what we understand now from this example is like there is something beyond brain, which is kind of influencing the brain. Maybe it's coming out or channelizing out of brain, but brain is not really the source, but the source is somewhere else, like its soul.
Can be. And this also helped me with another analogy, another incident in Mahabharata where we know that Arjuna was shooting arrows in the middle of the night. Yeah, come on, we can't see what is what, but he was shooting arrows in the night, and that was triggered by Bhima eating in the middle of the night. He could not see, but he was eating. So the mind is not just here. I mean, our hands also intelligence.
Muscle memory, what we say.
Yeah. So through that, and it's pervading. And that source of that intelligence is the soul. And the soul has this whole, the subtle body is what is enabling to act or to be able to function.
Truly, I think you have given a very nice, I really like your example of Bharat Maharaj.
I didn't do Prabhupada here.
Yes, but here you are telling us, so I really like this example because I was also thinking that how Bharat Maharaj, he was a deer because at the time of the death, he was a very saintly person, and throughout the life he was devotee of Lord. At the time of death, he was thinking of a deer, and then he became a deer in the next birth. But his consciousness was still awake from the saintly consciousness. So that's why he was able to do nice thing, and he became again Jada Bharat. So thank you, Prabhuji, because I was thinking how a deer can think. So it's not from the brain, but it's from the consciousness. But the problem is that in modern science, now Prabhupada always says this modern science, there are so many universities, they cannot teach this science. This is the problem. They are always reading material things, material education, PhDs, MTech, PhD, doctorate, everything, but this science is not there.
Yes. And this helps us to understand that if one has a body of this type, doesn't mean that he will only behave like that. Right? It all depends on how, by the mercy of the Lord, that consciousness is developed so that he may behave different, or that being can behave differently. I'll stop here after one nice small story. And I don't know, everyone is laughing. What is that small? It cannot be small. But it's very nice because I want to end at that we get time to think about it. That's why I keep it very short, 10 minutes. This is also in the purport. Because of that, I want to bring up. It is said that Lord Shiva is great he's the best benefactor. Huh? What do you call? Huh?
Beneficial.
Yeah, beneficiaries, you get it.
Benefactor.
Benedictor. Benedictor gives to give. He's a great benedict, best, not even great, best benedictor in the spiritual life. Also, not only material life. We were talking about material life to give everything that he's very quickly satisfied. The example we can refer to is the dealing of how Lord Shiva has helped a Brahman, a poor Brahman. Sometimes Brahman also want to become rich. When we don't know the wealth or the richness in Jnana, sometimes we think material things are required. So this poor Brahman was really poor, fond of knowledge. So then what happened? Lord Shiva said, you know what? You are worshipping me. The best benediction I can give you is, you see there is a great person called Sanatana Goswami. If you go to him, then you will get the best thing. You get the best thing, because he has the best thing. So he advised the devotee to go and meet Sanatana Goswami. And this person went to Sanatana Goswami, and Sanatana Goswami was deeply doing japa. When Sanatana Goswami was then he said, you know what? I am sent by Lord Shiva. And when he came, then he asked, okay, what do you want? Then he said, he has advised me to seek out to you for getting the best benediction. And then saying so, then Sanatana Goswami, I am talking because I don't have any work, but Sanatana Goswami is very busy. He wants to always absorb in chanting and writing scriptures, enlightening. So he just said, okay, just go there in the corner, there is a stone. And then he went and brought the stone. He said, this stone is Chintamani. With it, this is called not an ordinary stone, this is a touch stone. Which means if you touch anything with that will become gold. Very nice, huh? For us, we don't care. But Mahila Mandal, like so easy. They'll say, go and get me that stone. For us, to us. What is that? This lady, the female monkey is asking the male monkey to get the heart of the crocodile. No? No, I'm not putting you that way. Just I said the reverse.
Get the heart of the crocodile.
शादी होने के बाद ज्ञान निकल जाता है, पर्सन बदल जाता है. वैसे बोले था 15 साल में और क्या होगा, यही होगा. So after that, Sanatana Goswami gave him this stone, and then Brahman was very happy. Come on, yeah, I got that. Lord Shiva is very merciful. And then after this guy got the stone, and then he went to the garbage. He took the stone, and then he was quite happy. And then he touched the iron, became gold, and then he was test bhi karte na. एकदम उसमें आया तो test तो करते. Is it 24 karat gold? Hollow mark, check. Is 9, then yes, gold. So this Brahman tested and he was very happy, and was so happy. And then he was thinking, if this stone is the best benediction, why did Sanatana Goswami throw it in the garbage? Very surprising, no? No? When it is so valuable, why is it thrown in the dustbin? But then out of his curiosity, he said, okay, let me go and ask him. So he went to the Sanatana Goswami, and then he said, yeah, I mean, I was sent by Lord Shiva to you for getting the best. But if this is the best, why you leave it there? So something else should be best. Because Lord Shiva has, how can you cheat me? Lord Shiva has sent me. Definitely, please don't cheat me. After all, the stone, there is something greater than stone. And then Sanatana Goswami asked him to throw the stone in the water nearby. And when you throw, then you come. Then I will give you the best benediction, what Lord Shiva has promised to you. And then, after this Brahmana came, then he initiated him with the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And after he got that, he became very rich. Not because his house has become that golden order, bedecked with gold or emerald. No. He got spiritual wealth that is incomparable. So, and then because he was initiated with this Maha Mantra, that's how we can see that even Lord Shiva, how merciful he is. So, it depends on what we want. Today night, if we want to think, let's think about what do we really want. Is it the happiness we want or is it the gold that we want? After all, gold is an example. We don't anyway like, Mataji also don't like gold, I know it. But do we want things like gold or do we want things which are beyond gold? What do we want?
Beyond.
Beyond, right? Something there. Always we want the best. If we know that something beyond gold, then we want that. For that we can pray to Lord Shiva. Lord, give me the best. And then our fortune can turn. Yeah, just like this poor Brahman became very rich. Not just materially, but spiritually. So we can get the blessings of the Goswamis, in this case of Sanatana Goswami. We can also get associated or the blessings of saintly persons. And it is said that Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Even for a moment of association of great personalities, great saintly persons, our life will be successful. Sarva Siddhi. Not just gold or beyond gold. Sarva, that what we can not even imagine, we can get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Call?
Decline.
I want to take room.
We just message. Or anyway, recording is over.
So did this Brahmana ask Lord Shiva directly anything material or did he ask